everybody? Welcome back to We Are the Batman. I'm Mike,
and this is Matthew.
Although it should be called We Are Superman today, because it is Superman Day, the day this is dropping on. We are recording this a couple days ahead of time, so just getting the elephant in the room out of the way.
Yeah,
we don't know if there was a Superman trailer today or not. We'll get into that in a sec, but yes, we don't know. In lieu of that, we're going to talk about some other Superman stuff, including the Summer of Superman special that dropped in comic book stores today when we're recording this, and a few other comics that came out. In the meantime, before we get into that, guys, make sure you haven't already subscribed and to the channel here, so that way you get this podcast every single week when it drops, assuming we don't forget to drop an episode, or anytime we do react to a new Superman trailer or anything Batman or something else we might be dropping. We'll talk about that a little bit later as well. And of course, follow us on all social media at WATV Pod. That's also important for things to come later. But in the meantime, Matt, how you doing?
Better. How are you doing?
I'm okay. And that's over.
Concern addressed. All right.
Addressed. It's been that kind of a week. I know. Sometimes we do those and it goes on for like 15, 20 minutes. And other times it's like, can we just do it?
You know what? I know what. Who knows who Ice Bear is? Everybody's listening.
I don't have any clue what that is.
It's a great cartoon called We Bare Bears. One of the, I think I said before, it's like what Bluey is now. We Bare Bears was before then. That kids cartoon that when the parents watch it, they cry too.
Yeah.
So
gotcha.
there's a couple. And Ice Bear is the youngest bear. He sleeps in the fridge, but he's also like super deadly.
The art style looks familiar. I wonder if one of those things like maybe I've seen like gathered through osmosis, or like those people.
They're the bears that they stack. When they go places, they all stack on top of each other, and that's how they get around.
I've probably seen them referenced in other things or something. Well, I'll tell you, let's talk about stuff we've been watching. We both watched. I got you to watch something.
Exploding Kittens.
Exploding Kittens. Talk about this has no business being this good.
At all. It's hilarious. I think I'm in episode 5 or 6.
You got your wife to watch it.
Yes.
If you've listened to this show for any amount of time, getting Matt's wife to watch stuff
borderline sacrilegious,
especially when it teeters in the realm of like comedy and religious stuff, it's a touchy subject, and that's a bear we'd rather not poke.
Correct.
But
I just started playing it one day because it was late and she was busy, and then she started laughing, and then we just kept watching it. So we've had a good time with it. I think that
it's not as sacrilegious as it seems on the surface.
Well, and I think too, there's some of those shows that you can tell they're intentionally trying to push that thing. This is the weirdest concept, and we're just running with it. Yeah. So I think that makes it in and of itself hilarious.
If you guys don't know, Exploding Kittens is a animated show on Netflix based on a card game that is based on the web comics from the oatmeal.com. It's got Lucifer, who's I just blanked on his name.
Tom
Ellis as God, and the actress
her name.
For SNL, Agatha All Along, played Jen. Damn it. Anyway, she plays the devil. And
Shashir Samata.
Thank you. And the general premise of the show is, what if God and the devil were both ousted by their respective boards of directors for phoning it in the last couple hundred years, and now they have to live lives as cats on Earth with humans to learn to appreciate their jobs more. It is so dumb and stupid and idiotic, and I laughed myself breathless constantly.
Yes, it is. It is so just out of it's just ridiculous, and it's hilarious.
It's just the right amount of irreverent without being like a full-blown like adult cartoon, but it's also like not, it doesn't like, as a comedian, like it doesn't feel safe, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't feel like, hey guys, bitch. Hey, look, we're looking up swear words in the dictionary. Like it doesn't feel like safe
Yeah.
safe offensive humor. You know, it feels like no, it's like it's adult humor, but it's smart. It's good. It's just
It's
good,
funny.
funny.
It's
Yeah.
funny.
And then just last night, the Daredevil Born Again finale dropped. I watched it. Matt's gonna binge the season, I guess. I'm trying to talk
Maybe.
him into it. Um, I know he's such a grouchy, crotchety old man. He hates things that are nuanced and artistic and good.
We don't have to go on it because it will be here all night if we start. No, I think
He's
like
gonna talk so much shit. That's all.
yeah. I was just trying to think, what was the other thing I've been watching?
I
I
don't know
think Resident Alien I've been watching.
because you're not watching The Last of Us.
No, we watched
Yeah.
Willow the other day. Had a blast watching that.
Such a good movie.
It was funny because we started watching it, and then like Race came in, he started watching it, and then I like, you know what it is? You know what I always forget, and I think it's something that's really speaks to the man is like Val Kilmer was such a badass. Like there's stuff he's doing, you can tell that's not a stunt guy, and just the way he's handling the swords and doing because like look, we've all watched a ton of sword fighting movies, and there's some
So
where you
many.
can tell it's like clink, 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 and it's like he's not doing that. And you know, there's times when he's like double wielding and taking on multiple, and I'm like, he really like he could do the thing.
Because he was still very much from the school, that old school style of acting where like you unless you specifically it was too dangerous, you tried to do the thing yourself.
Yeah.
You know, like when you go back and watch, like this is a Batman show, so you go back and watch like The Mark of Zorro with Tyrone Power, like
Yeah.
they're doing all that sword fighting. Like the guy who plays the villain, whose name I should know,
Yeah.
he was like known in Hollywood.
Basil Rathbone?
Yes, thank you. Ah, it was there. It was like he was known in Hollywood for being like, if you want someone who like knows sword fighting and you need
Yeah.
them in your movie, you get Basil Rathbone.
Yeah.
So like, it was just the thing you did was like, as an actor, you tried to do as much as you could yourself to make it, because that was the job, was to make it
Yeah.
look real. So Val Kilmer was one of those, was try to do as much as he could himself, for sure.
Well, and he was also super ambidextrous, super dexter. I mean, you see him like in Top Gun when he does the coins, or any movie he does things. I mean, dude, that people have been sharing memes about stuff. That scene in Tombstone where he's like, you know, "You're so drunk, you're probably seeing two. Well, I've got two guns, one for each of you." And if you ever notice it, he spins one way and spins the other way,
Yeah.
and he's holding the frickin' cup. And you're just like, that's not something you practice. That is, you are that ambidextrous. You can do things like that.
That scene arouses me. just straight up. Like that
Yeah.
scene is just that's great. Go check out our RIP Val Kilmer video.
Yes,
We did a whole video.
all gushing.
Just seriously, RIP. Well, speaking of him, I also watched Prince of Egypt the other day. Because not even because of Val Kilmer, it was just somebody shared a meme about it, and I was like, there's a masterpiece I haven't watched in a bit. I haven't watched in a few months. Time to dust that one off and watch it. Oh,
Yeah, I think that's a once a year thing for us. We watch it all the time.
that's I think I showed you somebody in a Discord server I'm in was like was a younger guy, had no idea what the movie was, and I was just like, oh well, crack knuckles. Let me just rattle off the entire cast for you from memory.
Yeah, everybody who was anybody at the time is in this movie.
So good. But you know what else is so good? The fact that it's Superman Day. It is the summer of Superman. Superman is hitting theaters in July. We're stoked. We are just, I mean, the excitement is, you know, and actually I will say somebody in our comments actually pointed out who on our reaction video to the crypto clip, it was somebody had commented like, it was like, why do I get like Scooby-Doo vibes? Somebody pointed out, yeah, remember he like did the first two Scooby-Doo movies, and I was like,
screenwriter, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If anybody knows how to write an asshole animated dog, it's yeah, okay, yeah, we're fine. All right, yeah. Why is anybody worried? I completely forgot about that. Completely forgot about that. So So that's so we're looking forward to that. Again, we're recording this Wednesday night. So at this time, as far as we know, there's no trailer coming because actually, and I don't have the screenshot handy, but somebody commented on one of his Instagram posts asking about a trailer. To which James Gunn replied, "Well, we just put out this like 5-minute clip of footage, so you might not, so it might be a beat till you see the next trailer," which we do know he is working on. He has said he's working on it. So, I mean, yeah, I guess it stands to reason. Okay, I guess we're not gonna get it, but I don't know.
Well, the last time there was a trailer, by now, 2 days out, we knew it was coming.
Yeah, we did because we planned for it. It was a whole thing.
And then the following day he had the micro thing, and then the trailer was that. So this is Wednesday night, 8:30, 7:30 Central Time, whatever.
Yeah,
30 it is.
It's 8:30. It's 8:45 Eastern Time. PM.
So I kind of feel like if there's something coming Friday, unless he just wants to like, hey, by the way, I forgot I was going to do this.
Yeah.
I feel like
in which case, if that happened, we've probably already posted it. Who knows?
Yeah. Or you don't hear this because we edited this out.
Or yeah. Who's to say? Who's to say? We're living in the wildest timeline.
Yeah. But I think I told you we were talking about on the phone. I was like, maybe he's got to do something. Something has to come out. Maybe the official poster comes out. I think that may be what he's going to do. We're going to get an official poster, and then we'll get a trailer maybe in mid-May.
Well, we got to get one soon because the movie comes out in July.
Yeah.
We know we are getting one soon. He said as much, but it's got to come out soon. You're calling this the summer of Superman, so maybe the first official day of summer.
It's possible. We'll see.
To me, I don't know. I feel
maybe it'll be free comic book day.
Maybe it will be free comic book day.
Free comic book day is a perfect day to release a trailer.
It is. Speaking of which, just quick deviation. Your shop doing anything fun for comic book day? Free comic book day?
Captain America's gonna be there.
Or are you going as? Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's dope. Oh, that's cool. Well, hey, if you're out there, what's the shop?
Dragon's Lair. I'll be out there, and then so come.
Anybody shopping at Dragon's Lair just happens to listen to this show.
Yeah, all
what
one
are the odds? All.
I think there's one person that I know that listens that I think.
Yeah. Ours is doing something. So they, for all the people who have like poll lists, they gave, when I went and picked up my stuff today, they gave us a sheet that said basically, here's a list of everything that we're going to have that day for free comic book day. Put a tick next to everything you want an issue of, up to like, I think the cap was like 15, which is still a shitload. And we'll bring it in next week. And then that way on free comic book day, we'll just set whatever you want aside for you in your file. Which I'm like, cool. I think there's like one thing on here I actually want because it's free comic book day. It is what it is. They're fun, kind of like the thing we're going to talk about here in a sec. But
this comic store, what they'll do is it's a pretty big comic store. So the gaming room in the back, they rearrange a table so you can walk in and just like go all around this big table.
Oh, that's cool.
Grab all the free comics. The problem I have is you just notice people are just like filling up their bag and leaving.
Yeah.
And it's like pick and choose what you want. Don't some of them you get a lot of, but I always crack up because I'm like, hey, I want these 6. And then I think like I have 5 bags from free comic day of those 6 just sitting in my comic box and I don't know if I've ever read them. So I usually don't even grab them anymore.
That's why I like that they gave me this. It's like, okay, cool. I can look and see if there's anything here that even like, if it even remotely piques my interest, I'll be like, okay, cool. But excuse me. But yeah, so like, that's a good one. First thing, but yeah, he keeps touting the summer of Superman. Again, we're going to talk about it here in a sec.
Yeah.
So, and I also understand that WB does not have a lot of money for marketing right now. I understand they do not have a lot of money. Like,
I don't know, Minecraft's doing really well for them.
But apparently Minecraft is doing really well for them.
Chicken jockey.
We are truly living in strange times, my friend. I'm just
Yeah.
Wow. The fact that when you told me you saw that and you were like, no, it's actually not bad. And I was like, shut up. Just shut up.
It's
Just shut the hell up.
it, it's it was fun to watch, but it's fun to watch because you can tell like I've seen a couple movies with Jason Momoa,
Right.
and you get those movies where Jason Momoa was hired to be a character,
Yeah.
and half the time he's like, I'm just gonna be me. This they like let him like be me accentuated.
Just
And
just
then
just
Jack
go have
Black,
fun.
yeah, Jack Black's being Jack Black. And you're just like watching those two just have a blast being in a movie together
Yeah.
is hilarious. You know, and
I can get down with Momoa and Black chewing scenery for 90 minutes.
yeah,
I
and
can't.
it's now, did I understand anything that was happening? Do I play that game at all? I'm like, you know, like,
I'd
okay,
probably
like
get more than you do, and I'd still probably wouldn't get
yeah,
most
but
of it.
it was hilarious. It was fun. Like I knew enough to go like, yes, that's very cool that he has the diamond armor,
Yeah.
you know, but it was
Look,
all
they've
the
been trying to make a
ludicrous.
Minecraft movie for 10 years. Anyway, but with it being Superman Day, so with us not having a trailer to talk about, we're like, well, what else going on? Well, it is the summer of Superman, and so the summer of Superman special dropped. Matt's
Did you get
got
a different cover?
I got a variant cover.
Oh,
Dude,
my lighting.
I had a hard time picking which one to. They had ones that had Supergirl, ones that had the whole Superman family on it. They had like 3 or 4 different variants, but I mean, I had to.
Yeah, it was after 6 o'clock, so I think I was lucky
You
that
were
I
probably
got one.
picked clean. Yeah. I got like one of the last. They basically had like one of each, and then but anyway, yeah. But yeah, so a DC put out this summer of Superman. Now we weren't sure what this was going to be. You know, we talked about the Penguin special they put out around the time of when the Penguin came out. That was kind of a what's the word I'm looking for? Anthology of Penguin stories over the years that kind of inspired the show, as it were. This, on the other hand, is something a little bit different. Now, full disclosure, neither Matt nor I are currently caught up on the current run of Superman.
No,
I have not.
I do not read.
Superman. I have not actually read a Superman comic book in actually quite some time. I will say.
Yeah.
I pick them up every once in a while, and when he shows up in the Justice League, obviously, but so I don't know. But I know enough about Superman that I can glean what's going on.
Yes.
Like, it's not hard. That being said, this seems like kind of just like a one-off what if almost, I guess. It's hard to describe, really.
I'm out of touch, so the fact that Lois Lane is running around as a superwoman,
Lana Lang
has
powers,
the old electric Superman powers,
and is marrying John Irons
Steel, who has a son, niece,
as a niece,
nephew, whatever, somebody who has superpowers. So there's a lot of superpowered people in this that I did not know.
The super family is about as vast as the Bat family at this point. You know what I mean? So, but which maybe might mean it might be time to start picking up Superman again, I guess. But it just, you know, and we're gonna go full spoilers at this point. It tells the story of like these summers, and literally the summers of Superman that involve just these kind of everything about Superman, past, present, future. The legacy of Superman, things from, you know, the Legion of Superheroes, the mental blocks he has. We see looks to like, oh, Batman, but Batman, he doesn't know Batman yet, so he
forgets it.
He forgets it. And then that moment of like seeing the future with his wife, but it's not, but he can clearly see it's not Lana. And in that moment, he's like, well, I'm in love. When I first started reading this, I was like, I don't fully get where we're going, but by the end of it, yeah, man. Yeah.
Look, Mark Waid is one of my favorite writers.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the one who wrote the first part. And it's the best part. It's the best part because he gets Superman, in my opinion, in a level that I don't think a lot of people do. And I really like that. And I think because I don't know exactly what's going on, like I spent half the second part going like, what is happening right now? Um,
Why
but
is Lois super?
yeah. Well, and the thing that I liked so much, and again, we're just going spoilers, is like this one shot opens up, I'm guessing, the summer crossover, which is why is Booster Gold imprisoned by what appears to be an evil version of the Legion of Superheroes.
Right, because it says to be, because you get all the, and I'm not going to show the actual book part because copyright, but like you get to see where it's continued. They
Yeah.
let you know, like if you want to find out where this story is going, read. They give you the, and
Yeah.
it goes on for several pages. Which, thank you.
Yes. No, I thought it was interesting. I didn't
Yeah.
love the mid section, but the end of it made me go, okay, I want to know what happens.
Yeah, the mid was the part where I was going like, okay, where are we going? Like
Yeah.
the middle was very much a, okay, land this plane. I'm gonna need
Yeah.
you to land this plane, but land the plane they did. This was such a,
I'm sorry, I keep looking down because I'm flipping through
no,
it.
please, by all means do. There's stuff in the back of this book I want to talk about because it deals with Superman and comic books, obviously.
Yeah.
This was very moving. You know what I mean? This was moving and weirdly relatable in a way that I sometimes have a hard time with when it comes to Superman.
Yeah.
And again, sometimes it's a little hard to make the greatest being on the face of the earth relatable in a way.
Yeah.
So that's where having the family aspect, that's where Zack Snyder was trying to go with the Martha scene. Like that's, things like that, ways to humanize Superman to get around the fact that he's basically, invulnerable, not immortal, but can live for freaking long time.
Yeah. Well, and like the one thing I will say is, my Lord, Jorge Menez's art is just outstanding. Just like there's just nothing he can't draw and make look awesome.
Oh my! I got like 3 pages in, and I was like, "This is Jorge," or not even three panels in, and I was like, "This is Jorge, right?"
Yeah,
this is Jorge. Yeah. This is Jorge. Yeah,
this guy, even though like Dan Mora, who did some work on this, is also spectacular. Dude, something about his work, Jorge Jimenez's work, it's just,
there's nothing bad. I will say there's nothing bad in this book.
No,
not even close. Oh, I didn't say who did my cover, by the way. Who did my cover? Variant cover. Chrissy Zulo Uminga. I can't say I don't know artists as well as I do writers. Forgive me, please. And I don't even know writers as well as I should. It's just I'm not that guy. But yeah, oh yeah. I am probably going to have to drop some coin and on that Jorge Jimenez Kickstarter. I think I might have to.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like the shameless plug, like Jorge Jimenez is doing a Kickstarter for like a collected book of like all his DC work.
Covers. I think it's just the covers.
Was it just his covers? I don't care.
Comics, but yes, it's going to be
darn. Awesome. Oh no, it's just. I didn't think it was going to be. I didn't think it was going to be whole books. I thought it was just going to be like just a collection of his art.
Yeah.
But even if it's just his covers, oh darn.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Like,
no.
That's still going to be badass.
Still going to be great. And then obviously, and then his run of Batman starts in September. We'll be covering it. So if you are like a big Superman fan who will probably have a bit more of a touchstone going into this than Matt and I did, we are casual Superman fans at best. This is a Batman podcast after all. I mean, let's be honest. But even if you just are like just a good, for anyone who just wants a good, relatable, heartwarming yet still full of action and suspense, like you get a little bit of everything in this book. You really do. So some of the other stuff, so they give you a continuation of where, so for those maybe who are listening at home and didn't see what I held it up on screen, but this will, if you pick it up, you all see this will be continued in Superman Action Comics, Superman Unlimited, so those are where they're going to continue all the stuff from this story in. because it's kind of multi-dimensional, time skippy, time jumpy. So it tells you where to go. It tells you where to go. Exactly.
Booster Gold, so you know there's going to be weirdness.
Yeah, Booster Gold's getting involved. So that's yeah. Yeah. So other things coming out of this, I'm just going to read these straight out of the book. So there's a new Supergirl ongoing series is coming May 14th. So not far.
No.
Not far. And considering that they're currently shooting the movie, which certain set leaks turned out to be fake, so we won't be talking about them any more than we just did. But it looks like we're going with Kara's going back to Midvale, which is, you know, kind of like her Smallville. And and she's got a slightly updated costume. It's a Supergirl costume, just a little more modernized. It's a Supergirl costume. But cool. And then who's working on this? Sophie Campbell's doing the whole damn thing. She's doing the right art and cover art.
Okay.
Holy shit. I couldn't tell you the last time somebody did that. Anyway.
I can tell you. No.
No, you couldn't.
Let's say Larry Hama did the writing and the layouts for this issue of G.I. Joe Comics, which I think he did like a lot of his run.
That Matt was reading before we got on. We've also got a new Crypto limited series coming from Ryan North, Mike Norton, and this one's coming out June 18th. It's just the secret origin of a very good boy is how it's touted on the page.
I am sorry. I don't know why I'm yawning so much.
I don't know why either, man. Drink more coffee. But yeah, through 5 issues of Crypto, the last dog of Krypton. Crypto explores Earth in search of a place to call home, finding himself lost and alone in our alien world, and with strange new superpowers quickly coming in. Yes.
I don't sit down. I can't sit down. I don't know why I tried to sit down today.
It's making you tired and you don't know what to do with yourself.
I know.
You're too comfy. You're too relaxed, you old bastard. So the best super pup on Earth arrives in a 5-issue limited series on sale June 18th. Crypto, the last dog of Krypton. Dope.
Nice.
And also a new maxi series is coming, Adventures of Superman, Book of L, written by Philip Kennedy Johnson, art by Scott
no idea.
Godlewski. Apologies.
Sorry, we munched your name.
Yeah. After the super family settles into a well-earned time of peace, a powerful ally turned enemy invades Earth with an army at his back and a god aspect of Olgren, mad god of the first world. Yeah, guys, we haven't read Superman comics.
Yeah. Tell us what all this stuff means.
Yeah, but that one's coming. So Adventures of Superman Book of L #1 drops September 3rd. And then the last one is Superman Treasury Edition. A new Treasury Edition one-shot from Dan Jurgens and Bruno Redondo is coming July 9th. Creative giants tell a colossal story on upsized pages as the Man of Steel goes supersized for the summer of Superman. So so just lots more like special edition Superman comics and Superman adjacent comics dropping starting.
Dude, you got a new movie coming. You gotta pimp them out.
Yeah, you do. And look, with the way Absolute Superman's been going, I mean, that's Matt's favorite series out of the whole Absolute run right now. I mean, bro. Yeah, excuse me. We're just burping and yawning into the microphone.
I mean, I don't know what's happening. I mean,
this is why you guys subscribe. It's why you guys subscribe to the channels, for all the yawns and the belches. Yeah. Let's get into some other DC Comics news real quick. Absolute Flash.
Did you get this cover?
I got the variant, baby.
Dude, I love this cover.
You did get a good cover though. That's obviously on the inside of mine, but yeah.
Yeah, dude.
My variant's by Christian Ward.
I really feel like I'm gonna be.
I think Matt's gonna be cosplaying as Daddy Cold here.
Yeah.
That is a handsome.
Yeah,
man.
Someone got to glow up. Absolutely.
I think back to when, I hope this doesn't awaken something in me. Turns out TikTok wasn't the thing to make me realize I was bisexual. It was Absolute Captain Cold.
There you go. Yeah. It wasn't the Mummy. It wasn't
the Mummy. It wasn't the cinematic masterpiece from 1999. Absolute Flash. Man. Mm,
Dude,
mm.
I'm like, number one, the fact that most of this issue is from the villain's perspective, I think is usually I don't like that thing. They did a really cool job.
Well, it's the Flash Rogues. If there's
Yeah,
one group of villains you want to spend, you'll see that you're willing to
yeah,
spend. I think that's part of the reason why Legends of Tomorrow was so appealing on CW is because it was
yeah,
mostly Flash villains, and it's like,
yeah,
well, okay, but
yeah. I need to look up something.
no, go
But
right
yeah,
ahead.
I
I was
think
I will I just like it's interesting that like because we assumed going into this run that like Wally West is the Flash, Barry Allen's not a part of it, and then
yeah.
with the way issue 1 ended, we were like, okay, well, then Barry Allen's just dead. No, Barry Allen is still very much a part of this. He is just in no way, shape, or form the Flash, it seems.
Or he may have been at one point and then he dies, which was in the first issue. So don't come at me. Um,
Yeah. I don't know. They are it's like they're doing something with time. I mean, because I mean it's Flash. So with super speed, with the
yes,
Flash comes time travel. That is just
correct.
kind of a thing that's yeah, Um, but we also know that we're not dealing with a speed force in Absolute DC. They've made that abundantly clear. This is not the speed force. This is something else.
Yeah.
Um, but much like with Absolute Green Lantern, we are playing the long game with
Oh
this.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, that's kind of like what they did with Superman. Is like you didn't get his full origin till it's almost episode 5 or episode issue 6.
Yeah. Wonder
Like
Woman too. You don't get the full story.
yeah.
They literally leave you wondering everything with Absolute Wonder Woman
Yes.
until the final issue of that of not the final, but issue 6,
Yeah.
final issue of that run. So, but they are. I mean, and with Green Lantern, we talked about this last week. You can go that obscure, and with Flash, I mean, you can too. I just wasn't aware they were going to take it to this degree. And this take on Toyman is wild.
Oh man, it's kind of out
You
there.
remember last time it took us forever to figure out that was even Toyman.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we were honestly off the recording when we finally figured out it was
Yeah, almost.
Toyman.
Or I think I had to look it up and be like, well, who was that supposed to
I think
be?
we were about to call it a day. But they're continuing, like we said, like with the OG Trinity absolutes, it's pretty, I don't want to say straightforward because that minimizes what they're doing, I think, but it's like it's definitely different. But these other 3 titles they're doing, Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern, and Flash, are so out and left. So out. They're just so different because they are I don't know how else to describe. There's just something about these 3 titles that these characters lend themselves to something a bit more abstract, I guess, than maybe Wonder Woman, Superman, and Flash do in their absolute titles. Somebody who's better with words than me, maybe figure it out down in the comments. I don't know. But, but I'm this absolute Flash just continues to have me say like we're in good hands. We're in
Well,
good
and
hands. Continue to be with good hands.
what I also like, and this kind of they've done this with some of the other ones, is like every time a villain shows up, they're just nothing like the version before. So like Gorilla Grodd showing up at the end, and he just looks like a little monkey. Yeah, because I was looking up when I was trying to look up.
You know what he looks like? He's Mojo Jojo from Powerpuff Girls.
Almost, yeah.
He's a little
Yeah,
green
yeah.
monkey with a morphed brain. He's Mojo Jojo.
Well, what I was looking up is in Young Justice, there's that character named Simon who has the brain sticking out that was in a couple of the episodes. So it looks like they're making Gorilla Grodd and almost combining him with Simon. He had this brain shown. He's in the yeah, you're not going.
The Young Justice is one of those things that's like that came and went with me. It went in one ear and out the other. It went in the eyes and out the brain. But yeah, when they said like get Grodd, I was like, oh
no, this is gonna get weird.
Oh, I didn't think about Grodd. Oh, I didn't think about. Wait, why is he little?
Yeah.
Why is he? Oh, he's so little.
Well,
Oh,
I
he's
was
so
laughing.
cute.
We were watching episode of Justice League, and it's the one where they first introduce the Gorilla Grodd and all those.
Oh
And
yeah.
Flash calls one of the gorillas Mojo. Hey Mojo, you better watch yourself. And I was like, did he just make a Powerpuff Girls reference?
Honestly, it was Cartoon
It makes
Network,
sense.
so probably.
It's probably
You
yeah.
know,
I know well after.
that's just good corporate synergy right there.
Yeah, but
Hey,
no,
it's
I
better,
thought
it's better than whatever they were doing with that Powerpuff Girls remake bullshit. They were gonna. Did you see that? Did you see that trailer that got leaked online?
oh the live action one.
The one that got
Yeah.
canned.
Yeah, I
Oh.
remember. I think my comment was like, somebody called Cody, whatever her name is, and said, "Hey, you know what the Powerpuff Girls are? Can you shit on it as much as possible for us
Yeah.
and write a pilot?"
We
Yeah,
sure
that
can.
that was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. That was god awful.
Anyway, this was great though.
Yes, Absolute Flash was great.
Great. Now you have not read the new issue of Nightwing, so I will not
I have not.
spoil anything for
Okay.
you.
I've been
Other than-
enjoying it though.
Other than just if you're liking the story they're doing, it's more of the things you like, and shit gets heavy.
Nice.
So that's all I'm going to say. Since you haven't read it yet, I don't want to
Okay,
spoil
perfect.
it for you.
Thank you.
And you're not reading the current run on Detective Comics,
I just got that one.
so you haven't. So you're going to read it.
I'm going to.
So I will not spoil that one for you either. All I
Okay.
will say for that one as well, and for the folks at home, is if you're not reading Tom Taylor's Detective Comics, you're an idiot.
Perfect. Yeah.
This rules. This.
This is the other thing I
This-
picked up,
this-
but that's Marvel, so nobody cares.
Yeah, we're not. Which what was it though? What was it though?
It was the Ultimate Wolverine.
Yeah, we don't care. If we go to Spider-Man, we'd care. All I'll say is that, like with any good story arc, it must come to an end.
Yes.
But because this is comic books, a new one must begin. So,
Yes.
but it's really good. This is some really good stuff because it's Tom Taylor.
Okay. Cool.
So
cool.
so we're good. So we are good there. That's everything else going on in the world of DC Comics. Happy Superman Day, everybody.
Yeah.
Go watch a Superman movie. Go watch an animated Superman movie. If a trailer dropped today, go watch it a billion times.
Yeah.
Go watch our reaction to it, assuming we got one up. We really don't know. We don't know. We're recording in the past, so anything could have happened.
Yeah.
One thing I will. I didn't mention this. So we put up a poll on Threads at WTV Pod. We're you guys. We have enjoyed it when we've reacted stuff. We're gonna go back and watch some stuff that maybe we haven't watched in some time. So we put up a poll asking you guys to pick a DC animated movie you guys want us to watch first, and you picked
Flashpoint Paradox.
Yay. I have a complicated history with this movie.
I know. Which I think I burst your bubble because I went back and read the comic and was like, it's not even in there. He's not even in the comic.
So they get to see it. So for the folks who don't know, they get to see it. My rage live on camera because it makes me so mad every time it happens. But yeah, so I haven't seen it in years. So we're gonna watch Justice League Flashpoint Paradox for you guys here on the channel. We will get that up for you at some point. Only reason I say that is because like the part of the reason we're recording this episode on Wednesday night is because I'm leaving Friday for Easter weekend and going out of town. And just life is happening. The real world keeps happening for Matt and I. So just as soon as we can get a free moment, we will get that recorded.
Yeah.
As soon as he and I can find a night to have find 2 hours to just sit and watch a movie together, we'll let you guys
We will make it happen, and then you will, after it's been edited, you guys will see it.
The easiest way for that to happen, though, is for you guys to subscribe to the channel, because the more people who subscribe to the channel, then we can get to the point where we can start like getting ad revenue. We're launching a Patreon and having money come in, and then we can, it makes it easier to dedicate more time to this.
Yes.
So just subscribe to the channel and follow us on all the social medias at WATV Pod. You can find me on social media at Mr. Mike Shea.
You can find me at the Hasso Man.
And that is going to do it for this episode of We Are the Batman. We'll see you guys again next time. Same bad time, same bad podcast channel.
Bye-bye.